Hello everyone, I'm Sharp Zompo with student ID number 2400573. Today I want to present something really cool, how artificial intelligence is shaking things up in the construction world. Forget old blueprints and guesswork. AI is changing everything from how projects get scheduled to how we keep an eye on what's happening on site in real time. So let's dive into the big trends, the tools that are making waves, and the skills that will be key in the construction game going forward. So here's the outline of my presentation. First, I'll give you a quick snapshot of the construction scene. Then we'll dig into how AI is really changing the game. And also I will zoom in on project management. That's a big one where AI is making a real difference. After that, I will share a cool example of AI in action out in the real world. We will also touch on the skills folks in the industry will need to have moving forward. And finally, I'll give you a little peek behind the curtain and talk about how I use some of those generative AI tools like ChatGPT to help me put this presentation together. The construction industry. The construction industry is a giant, no doubt, pumping over $10 trillion into the world economy each and every year. Think about it, it touches almost everything we do, from the roads we drive on to the buildings we live and work in. Not to mention bridges and how we get our energy, but even though it's the massive force, it's often been seen as a bit stuck in the past, relying heavily on good old manual labor and stacks of paperwork. This reluctance to go digital has led to things not always running as smoothly as they could, but now AI is starting to step in and shaking things up. So, AI is really changing the game when it comes to how construction projects are handled, carried out, and checked upon. Take machine learning for instance. It's being used to look at old project info and actually predict when things might get delayed. Then you have got computer vision acting like set up smart eyes on the job sites, spotting safety hazards and letting managers know right away. Architects are even using generative design software where they punch in what they need and AI speeds out the best design options. And get this, robots are even joining the crew, taking on those repetitive or risky jobs to keep workers safer. This whole wave of new ideas isn't just talk either. Big names like McKinsey, the World Economic Forum, and Statista are backing it up. When you boil it down, the project management is super crucial in construction. It's the central hub where schedules, budgets, materials, and the whole team come together. And when things go sideways there, it can really hit the wallet hard. That's why I decided to zero in on this. AI is seriously boosting project management in some impressive ways. It can actually see potential roadblocks before they even appear, automatically keeps schedules up to date, and can even run through what if situations to help teams make smarter choices. For example, there are tools like Allies technologies that use smart algorithms to explore tons of different ways a project could play out, and then you have got Autodesk Construction Cloud that pulls all sorts of data into one really smart overview. Let's look the example of how this works in the real world. There's this huge construction company called Vinci Construction. They are all over the globe. They have jumped into AI in a big way. On their job sites, they are using drones to snap photos from up high, and then AI looks at those pictures to see how construction is coming along. They have also started using smart maintenance where sensors and machine learning help them guess when equipment might break down before it actually does. This cool change have helped them shave off about 20% in project delays and have seriously made their decisions and safety measures way better. So if you are thinking about getting into construction or you are already in the thick of it, getting ready for this AI driven future means picking up some new tricks, being able to look at numbers and turn them into something you can actually see and understand is going to be huge. Getting good with BIM, that's building information modeling, is also a must because it's becoming the digital backbone of construction. Even just understanding the basics of AI, like how to talk to those AI tools effectively, that's prompt engineering, will be super helpful. I would suggest checking out certifications like Google's Data Analytic course, Autodesk Construction Management, and AWS AI training, but it's not all about the tech stuff. Those people's skills, like knowing what ethical and being able to roll with the purchase when new digital tools come out, are just as important. For this presentation, those smart generative AI tools like ChatGPT were a real help behind the scenes. I used ChatGPT to bounce around some topic ideas, figure out which part of the business we're seeing the biggest changes, and even get a better grasp of how tools like Allies technologies actually work. It helped me get my thoughts in order and definitely saved me a bunch of time digging around for informations. Just so you know, the information and cool facts I've shared throughout these presentations are backed up by these sources right here, and they are all the real deal. You have probably heard of it. Big names like McKinsey, Statista, and the World Economic Forum. And just as a little behind the scenes peek, in this appendix, I popped in some snapshots of my chats with ChatGPT. You can see how it helped me bounce around ideas and get a clear picture of my research. Thank you so much for listening.